I had a chance to check out an interesting looking neighborhood along East 11th Street in Austin on my way up to play music at Spirit of Texas Distillery in Pflugerville. This East 11th neighborhood is known as the East 11th District. It's a historically black neighborhood, and it's located not very far from the Capitol building and close to the Rosewood neighborhood here in Austin. There's been a lot of growth and change here since around the 2010s that happened partly because of some hype and some draw around Franklin's BBQ, which got national recognition as a popular place for getting barbecue food here in Austin. And it basically marks the entrance to this interesting little strip along 11th Street, pretty much right off of Highway 35 and heading west from there for a number of blocks. There's a row of interesting things to see along here, including a number of food trucks. You can find liquor stores, restaurants, bars, a few places for music, a place for coffee, some shopping, some galleries, and even some museums, and some homes, apartment complexes, and even short-term stays like an inn and a hotel right around here. So this is a pretty walkable area with some interesting looking buildings that you can find around here, as they try to preserve the history around this area and the community around this area intertwined with all the growth and change that's also happening. In terms of some popular places for food, you could start right there kind of at the edge of the East 11th District at Hillside Pharmacy, an old pharmacy that's now serving up food. There's also a place called Paperboy here. They've got a Nickel City, which is a sign that your neighborhood is becoming very hip. They not only have one here in Austin, but they've got one in Fort Worth, and there's one in Houston coming soon. And Franklin BBQ, like I mentioned, at pretty much the entrance to this district, where they do draw very long lines of people who wait a long time to get that barbecue. In terms of preserving the history, they do have a Texas Music Museum here that is featuring East Austin African-American musicians that made an influence in Texas music, and also early Texas music pioneers. And a really interesting place for history is the site of the former Victory Grill. This place was part of the Chitlin Circuit, which was a circuit of venues and places to stay and get gas and be safe and secure for African Americans during the times of segregation. And so this allowed them to travel about and play and propel blues and jazz music around, which is now today called Victory East Serving Breakfast, which is also associated with BusySignal. They do have live music at Victory Grill for the Blue Monday Blues Jam, which originally was in a neighboring spot just next to it called Kenny Dorham's Backyard. Not only do they have a stage where they were featuring music there, they've got a food court and a community garden and an outdoor gallery. So it seems like an integral and important part of the neighborhood here. In terms of live music, they also have a place called Quickie Pickie, which calls themselves a funky all-day cafe and grocery store where they can also sell you beer on tap. And they do have live music right there in the middle of the store. Ultimately, I made it further up north into Pflugerville, where I had my gig at Spirit of Texas Distillery, and I enjoyed playing music for these folks.
This is a dirty old town, won't give you any favors. A dirty old town, it'll kick you where it hurts. This is a dirty old town, they're boarding up the window. You don't wanna be around, it'll wear you down, this dirty old town. Get out of here as fast as I can.
Thank you for checking out this video. I'm posting all about touring around Texas and the music scene of Texas here on my YouTube channel. So go ahead and click on my channel and check out the thumbnails and the topics that I've been posting about. See if there's one that's interesting to you and check it out. And thank you for your support.
Across the street, this is a dirty old town. They're boarding up their window. You don't wanna be